What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today's topic has been something that I've been thinking about the past week, guys. Which policies am I gonna do? I know I'm not the only one. Um, I think a lot of other people that I've talked to, it's been back and forth between benevolence and reprieve, right? Now, I think this is the way that I look at these guys. I think that if you don't plan on ever RSS healing, um, you should just go for the left one, benevolence. You get the extra 50% um, prestige, right? I think that if you do plan on doing some RSS healing, I think the middle one is definitely the move, right? I know don't forget fooled by this, guys. Merits gain, right? Anytime you guys see an underline in this game, you can click on it and you gain 10% more merits to combat with other players. You can gain up to 100,000 merits per week through the skill. So it's capped at 100,000, guys. So some people struggle to get 100,000 merits, which this could be good for you. But most of us, 100,000. I would say for a large majority of us, it's pretty easy to get that, right? It also increases your daily resource healing, right? And you get a total of 25%. So I was doing some quick math, right? Love doing public math. Right. So when you look at this policy right here, the resource healing, right? You click on the same thing, click on the little eye on the top corner. You get 20% resource healing reduction cost there, and then you get another 25% here, right? So 20 plus 25, that's 45%, right? So when I went over to the resource healing, right? Resource healing here, 138 million, right? 138 million mana. Now, if I had those policies maxed out, right? 138 times 0.45, you're saving yourself 62 million mana, right? So, it's pretty crazy. Now, if now the third one is the trickiest one in my opinion, right? And I still haven't came to a full decision. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this because this could be tricky, right? Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, only the Krakens are going to be doing this." But I personally think that this is more for the Giga Whales, you know? I feel like this more for the Giga Whales because I feel like a lot of Krakens their hospital, right? So for this one right here, 1.5 hospital care capacity limit. Similar to for those of you guys that played Rise of Kingdoms, it caps your hospital, right? So when you have more severely wounded units in your hospital, than your care capacity allows, severely wounded units will exceed the limit and will die due to lack of care. Okay, so I don't know if you're a Kraken or a Giga Whale, let me know because I feel like a lot of you guys usually have like a maxed out hospital at like I've seen some of you guys like 5, 6, 7 million troops in the hospital, some even more, right? So me, for example, me zeroing my account, I'm usually at like 2.5, 2.2. So for me, if I was planning on spending a lot of money on RSS healing, I think this would be good. And that's only if you're going into the whole thing, right? Because right out of let's just say for math's sake, right? Out of 100, right? So you got the 20 from the purple over here, right? You got the 20 from the purple over here, 20% there, right? And you come over here, you get another 50. So out of 100 million mana, now that's only gonna cost you 30 million, which is huge, guys. Absolutely massive. You're saving hundreds of dollars from that policy alone, guys. Like actually, you know? So that's definitely something to keep an account for. So personally, I'm only going to be doing a few RSS healings depending on what's going on in the field, right? Those main big battles that usually um, sway the way that the field's gonna go. So I'll more than likely go with the middle one, guys, because I mean, as you guys can tell, I have a decent amount of mana saved up. I'm at 851 million mana, and that's because I'm saving up for a big push for Grace Heights event. Maybe in a few months or so I'll be ready for it, but still saving up for now. Um, so yeah, guys, I mean, if you're in a spot where you can spend some good money RSS healing, and you're and you know, your hospital capacity limit, you're usually at like 3, maybe 4 million in the hospital. I think this would be a good one. Now for Krakens, like I said, let me know in the comments below. Maybe you guys think otherwise. Maybe you guys think otherwise, or maybe you pick it simply because of the stamina limit bonus. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not a Kraken. I don't know how their hospitals are looking like. But for me, I'm personally gonna go with Reprieve, guys. Reprieve, whatever you say that. I think this is gonna be the move for me. Um, for other people that don't plan on RSS healing at all, I would say 100% go with Benevolence, right? Get your daily elixir production up. Um, I think that all that stuff comes into play for sure. Ooh, thanks, love. Can you hook me up with 2 tortillas? My wife's sweet. All right. So that's kind of the way that I'm looking at this here, guys. And when it comes to and while we're at it, this season, guys, I went with an elixir capacity limit, right? Because the way that I was looking at healthcare reforms, right? You got that 2.5% elixir. You know what? We can just max this real quick. Bam. 400, right? What does that shoot me up to? Look it up top. 479 now, right? So yeah, I get that, I was for the most part staying pretty active with my resource healing or with my healing guys, but there was definitely a few nights that I was just way too tired and didn't get up to RSS heal, and a lot of those troops were going to waste. And I feel like the the 2.5 the 2.5, at least from last season, comparing it to other people's, wasn't that big of a difference, right? Because you can literally find villages that can help you cover this, right? But nothing that's gonna get you 400% elixir capacity limit, right? On top of that, come for final zone, now I have a nice extra 2 to 300,000, or I have an extra 479,000 troops that I can put there instead of, I think some people get up to upwards of like 200,000. So that's kind of the way that I look at that. So now that I covered what I believe as far as for this 3 selection, like I said, let me know in the comments below which one you're going for and why. Maybe, and I'll wait till the end, like 24-ish hours after this video is released, to see which one I end up picking. But as of right now, I'm thinking the middle, and like I said, because I do plan on RSS healing, but not that much. I do plan on spending like maybe 300 million in mana. We'll see, right? Really depends. Now, and then I told you guys why I went with the elixir capacity limit, right? Especially at work. Also, there's times I get very busy and can't come in, and you don't want to you want to make sure that you're always cooking that up, right? Because last season I went with elixir production speed. Now, since we're in the topic of troops, right? Since we're in the topic of troops, this is another way that I feel like the elixir capacity limit can help me, right? So once, like I told you guys, once you get into the nitty gritty, right? Come final zone, right? You see these marches that I have out here. I have Kenara and Mag. I have Zeta and Husk. I'm more than likely gonna run them like that. Um, but we'll see, right? But let's just say my ultimately my Burt Tohar is still the best march out of all of these, right? In their current state. One of the things that I can now do with having an elixir capacity limit at this is just keep letting it cook up, right? So if you go to Celestials, right, we have our Celestials here. There's times where, um, let's just say your Celestials are fully healed now, right? You're ready for the next battle, correct? Now, now your elixir capacity is starting to stack up, and you're like, shit. Now I gotta heal a little bit of the swordsman. Now I gotta heal a little bit of the knights, right? Or troops that you're not really using, just so you don't keep maxing this out. Instead, when you have the elixir capacity maxed at the way that I showed you guys, now You can add that 479 to your main troop type. That's huge, guys. I honestly think that's huge, and I feel like if people manage their stuff right, making sure you're only RSS healing stuff, or sorry, not stuff, legions or troops, whatever you want to call them, that's your top march, and you want to quickly be able to assess that. And based off the tests that I've been running, for me personally, it's still looking like it's gonna be Bert Tohar that are gonna be the best. However, my Kanara Mag are right there, right? You got Lilia, Thea still doing their thing. Like, we'll see, we'll see. That's kind of my tips right there of how to most use your hospitals. For those of you guys that are in season 1, don't sleep on making sure your hospitals are fully at level 25, guys, because that's definitely gonna help you guys out um, there. Or if you haven't gone into this season, right, and you don't have the policies that we have here, make sure you look at that, okay? That way, it's gonna help everyone. Um, be able to be the most efficient possible out in the field. Um, and for those of you guys that haven't really looked at it, just as a extra food for thought, the supply station's pretty cracked out, guys. Even the 50, right? Even the $50 one. Let's just see. Let me do some quick math. 200,000 times 105 times 4. That's 84 million mana, guys, for 50 bucks. Just saying. I mean, for some people, it's definitely super pricey, right? The same thing for the $100 one. That's a nice chunk and change right there. But dude, I can't I can't even talk of how important this is. Like, dude, I see so many people not manage their hospitals well, right? Slacking on their CP, right? By the time they come to war, they're like, okay, now I'm gonna get on and play the game. Like, nah, bro, like you have to. I kind of like that they did it this way. It kind of makes it a little bit more grindy, but it rewards those that are very active, you know, because you're able to get make sure your policies are up. You're able to heal your troops. You know what I mean? It gives you kind of like an advantage over someone that's been slacking all season. Now their policies are shit. You know what I mean? Their commanders suck. So I can see that. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I just felt like this video was gonna be very informative for you guys to help you guys make a decision into what you want to choose here. I've been talking about this for hours with a lot of my buddies, and we all kind of came to about the same conclusion. But like I said, if you have any other input or anything that I missed that you feel like can help out as far as managing hospitals and which policies to pick, let me know in the comments below, guys. And also, as a friendly reminder, Friday, Friday at 1800 UTC, I will be doing a giveaway on Twitch.tv, guys, for my members there. I would do it on YouTube, but there is some limitations, right? So can't do that. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you dropped the video, you found it informative, make sure you drop a like, share it with your buddies to, kind of show them the ideology of why I'm picking certain things, and especially the one that I told you guys about, having that elixir cap and letting it load up and just making sure that you're healed with your main troop type for the battle that's coming up. Um, yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. It's your boy Guns. I'm out. Peace.